système à couper les palais, c'est-à-dire le changement de la politique. Papa Fololo, frère Kela, on a besoin de
Okay. And that these are now this is so that we can explain this.
Your Excellency, a small car you see is a very, very powerful machine. This is the new generation running car. They've just launched in Japan the running tree.
Yes.
In the same class, we have 3 Ford Fiestas. One is inside. These Ford Fiestas were driven by our youngsters.
So we proceed quickly. We want you to bring equality and stability
In rally, we are supporting 3 old women. Pauline Shegu is a big name in rally. Yes. And the excellent Pauline is also Director of Communication. Yes. So all girls. This is the mother Yes. Hello, how are you? Very good. Hamza, how are you? Very good. I saw your machine. Keep you proud. Yes, thank you very much.
Njiru.
Camera guys, when you're ready, we're ready.
Waziri wa mawaziri hapa nchini Musalia Mudavadi na Bwana Tuna ambaye pia ni PAC wa michezo.
Una charge battery, you have 2 batteries. Charge moja ama? No sir, ina charge kitembea. Haya, asante sana.
Mpaka iko na entertainment.
Muziki iko ndani?
Iko ndani. Kwa mmoja sasa ukitu support kutengeneza kutoka hapa.
Ndio hiyo nimesema kwanza jana panga maneno tarehe 1 Septemba tunaanza. I hope it is helping. We had a program on MATIANG'I.
Unatuchora sana hawa.
Hello, how are you boss? Very good. The one arts. Wow.
And look at it. Yes.
Say this one.
Okay, and then so you get those lessons. And that is the perception, which is very helpful
Look at that. That's something.
So children go to the joint of life, what values are they teaching?
Revival of our sports is therefore the first agenda in this whole Talanta Hela journey. But as we do that, as we revive, as we steady the ship, there are a couple other things which we are doing in that space. Number one, we are investing in talent development. And Your Excellency, of course, you know, because you have given these instructions, that we invest in an ecosystem of academies so that we can grow talents from the grassroots coming up. And we are doing academies in schools, in communities, and in all the stadia that are run under government. Your Excellency, even as we develop academies, we must invest in the current players, in the current generation of players. And we are therefore actively commercializing the game, commercializing sports. And one of the things that we have sorted, I'm glad because Kenyans are asking about this, is that they no longer see live broadcasts, that they no longer see sponsorship. Your Excellency, again, with your leadership and with your guidance, we have put together a mega package that will see the return of live broadcast and sponsorship for clubs participating in our leagues. And as you committed, again, harking back to the plan, as part of developing football from the grassroots, today, Your Excellency, you'll be flagging off the inter-county, bottom-up, grassroots football program that is part of that whole agenda. And I want to acknowledge our governors and their CECs for sports with whom I have traveled this journey since we started planning this. Part of Talanta Hela, Your Excellency, is also consolidating that creative space. And as I have already noted, it is the entire spectrum, from music to film to pageantry to fashion, as you have seen. And as you do that, Your Excellency, we want to start by joining the dots. We announced here last Friday that it all starts in our schools and in our colleges. And we have established an impressive system to tap these talents right from the school ecosystem. And that is why, even for purposes of consolidating that space, we have asked the two PSs, Your Excellency, PS Belio Kipsang here, Daktari, responsible for basic education and that school ecosystem, and PS Ismail Malim here, responsible for youth affairs and the arts. They are leading the journey of joining the dots of the school ecosystem to what Talanta Hela is doing. And we are doing it deliberately by even financing the activities that are happening in schools through the ministry. We want to see money flowing in the pockets of our creatives. The Talanta Hela logo you see behind us, Your Excellency, is a creation of young Kenyans. This logo was the winning logo in a competition we ran countrywide, and that competition was won by a young Kenyan called Job Ogweno. Job, are you in the house? If Job, you are in the house, please rise. That is Job Ogweno, the winner of the Talanta Hela logo competition. And for this competition, Job walked away with 300,000 pesa mfukoni as a way of acknowledging that talent. And the number 2, number 3 also got money for that. We have also deliberately moved, Your Excellency, to make sure that competitions in theater, in film, are also rewarded monetarily. And 2 months ago, for the first time, we rewarded winners of the Kenya Theatre Awards with 100,000 shillings per winner of the 37 categories. Again, to send that message clearly. Between Athletics Kenya and the National Olympics Committee and government, we are waging a total war against doping. A total war against doping. And we are saying we shall win the war against doping. Your Excellency, you hosted here Lord Sebastian Coe, the president of World Athletics. We gave a guarantee that we shall win the war against doping. And we are working with all these athletes in that respect. There are 2 things which we must fix. Number 1 is protection of intellectual property. We must make sure that the productions of our young people are IP protected. And one of the things that Talanta Hela is putting forth is a team of lawyers that will provide free legal services to our creatives as part of Talanta Hela. Riding with that, Your Excellency, is that we must sort out the issue of royalties, the payment of royalties to our creatives. Music alone is a mega industry that could generate up to 4 to 5 billion Kenya shillings a year. But that money is not reaching artists. And yesterday, Your Excellency, we pulled off a major coup by bringing together all the players in that space of collecting royalties. And so, Bwana Ezekiel Mutua and your team, simameni, kwa sababu nataka, where is the rest of your team? All the CMOs, Prisk, Camp, CSK, and your chairman. Your Excellency, we agreed yesterday that instead of having a scattered system where everybody's doing little things in their own small corners, we are consolidating the collection of royalties. And they signed an MOU, witnessed by myself, and we have agreed that by the end of this year, they'll be inviting you to hand out checks of millions of shillings to our artists. Ezekiel Mulikubali and my boss is here. We'll be waiting to see that happen. And Your Excellency, to help them deliver that, just like we did with the Hustler Fund, we want to take collection of royalties digital. And we have already written to WIPO to make available the WIPO system as the basis of digital collection and distribution of royalties. And as you do that, guys, we are chasing the international best practice, 80% to artists, 20% administrative costs.